So it was only natural that we did this wonderful collaboration in the Crazy Hours watch.
I gotta say, it's great.
Thank you so much.
It just makes you smile. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Welcome to Watchland. I'm here with my dear friend Nick Rudaz, who is the head of Franck Muller Watches. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, Wei. Thank you very much for being with us.
We've got a very colorful and interesting box here, buddy.
Absolutely.
What's that all about?
Absolutely. So as you know, a lot of people compare the art of watchmaking and the art world altogether. So it was only normal for us to do this great collaboration with an artist called Gisbard. He's actually French. He lives in Portugal. He was the first artist to send a piece of art in space. He's very well known for all his characters that he uses inside his art, such as the smiley face, the dollar sign, and a lot of colors, just like the color dreams. So it was only natural that we did this wonderful collaboration in the Crazy Hours watch using all his characters. So the smiley with the two eyes is the number 2, right, for example. The number 3 is the E upside down. And we have the dollar sign, which is the number 11. So just as if the Crazy Hours was not difficult enough to wear and to use, we've pushed the boundaries even further.
Number 5 is this prison's scratch.
Exactly, exactly. And here we have the carbon case. We have a pink gold, we have the white gold and the steel as well. And they're all limited to 50 pieces each. And I'm glad to say that each box, each watch will come with a small piece of an actual piece of the original painting made by Gisbard.
I gotta say, it's great.
Thank you so much.
It just makes you smile, and of course,
it's a happy watch.
Yeah, we're in a certain, we're in a moment of a little bit of uncertainty, and it's always, I love it when brands come with creativity. It can be creativity in terms of technical innovation, but even just in terms of design and aesthetics, and this is so much fun.
Absolutely.
I love the smiley face for, you were saying, the number 2, the dollar sign for the 11, the scratch mark, the 4, and the slash. Like you're counting on your days in prison. I don't know, I've never been to prison. I hope to avoid that if at all possible.
Absolutely, I wouldn't encourage that.
I'm only a prisoner of the love for my wife.
Beautiful. That's very well said.
That's right, babe. I love you. And of course, a reverse E for the 3, right?
Absolutely. And of course, this is the DNA of Franck Muller as well, because that's the vanguard and it's the Crazy Hours using the jumping hour complication.
Okay, so I got to say, Crazy Hours is one of my favorite all-time complications. I guess it's. Do I call it a complication? I guess I would call it a way of reading time in a fun, interpretive, and kind of like emotionally evocative way. Yeah, so I guess it is a complication.
It's a lot of movement, a lot of emotion, and Franck was the crazy one to push the boundaries of watchmaking, making it jump in a special way.
Yeah, so what you have on the dial, it looks like a seeming complete disarray of numbers randomly scattered together, having no sense whatsoever.
Absolutely.
And yet the hour hand of the watch always jumps to the right place. So now we're going to watch as the hour hand goes to 12, right? So you can see right now it's at 10. And so, okay, it should go to 11, but where's 11? You have the number 3 next to it. Actually, 11 is this green dollar sign here, so let's go. Boom, and it goes to there, right? So now we're going to go to 12, and 12 is over here. So it's seemingly kind of disarray, but yet there's order in the chaos. And there you go to number 12, right? And this is just one of the most fun complications of all time.
And 22 years ago, there was no iPhone, there was no social media. You had to put it in a magazine. Nobody understood it. Today, thanks to the video, we can share the beauty and the emotion of this fun watch in 10 seconds.
Yeah, but Nick, maybe print is going to have a resurgence like vinyl. I mean, it is one of these kind of like warm and evocative.
This is an eternal fun complication.
Yeah.
Okay, Wei, so some of the other novelties I'd like to share with you today. This is the Royal Bauxite skeleton watch. Bauxite is actually the raw material you use to make aluminium.
Okay.
And bauxite was first found in the village of Les Baux in France. That's why bauxite, Les Baux, bauxite. And we've been able to add a lot of different materials inside this aluminium to make it extremely hard, extremely resistant. And the beauty is that we can make absolutely any color with this material. So you have the inside of the movement, the same color as the case, very beautiful 7-day power reserve, which you know very well.
Nice, man. So it's really cool, actually. This is a great watch for those of you who actually want to learn about watchmaking, because you see exactly how it works. You see how the crown is turning a crown wheel, which is turning a ratchet for the barrel, and then you can see flowing from the barrel the gear train that's powering the balance, and then how this is in fact the seconds wheel is actually giving exactly the power to the small seconds indicator, which we love.
Franck Muller being very famous with its color dreams,
Yes.
colors. It's only normal for us to add as much color as possible.
And I have to say, I really like the architecture of the bridges as well. These very strong linear bridges with that have their precision execution in terms of the skeletonization. Really lovely dynamic pattern on the dial.
Thank you. And this is available in 12 different colors.
So what's your favorite color, Nick?
I would prefer the red one.
The red is really cool.
Thank you.
So just so you guys understand, it's called bauxite, but it's an aluminum alloy. It has a special treatment that's applied to it to create an extremely high surface hardness. The surface hardness is in fact 750 Vickers 90, and it makes it 3 times harder than normal stainless steel. So what you have here is a case and the bridges that are made of the same alloy. So you have an exact match of color from the bridges to the case, which I really think is really cool, right? So you get red, and the red is pretty sexy. That's punchy.
And the orange here is maybe even more unusual and different on the market. It will match your orange glasses.
The price of the watches in all these 3 different colorways is 66,000 Singapore dollars. That should remain effective for quite some time, as we have no crazy tariffs applied to us
For the time being.
For the time being.
So Wei, moving on in this collection of novelties, we have this wonderful sfumato in a very elegant finish, very slim, beautiful new colors on the dial. All the dials are in-house made at our dial factory in the Jura, as you know.
Wow.
Very elegant, very passe-partout in the slim case, Vanguard V41, with exciting new colors. And to achieve this, we have 23 different layers of lacquer to give this beautiful finish inside the
It's so
dial.
rich, and there's so much depth to it as well. But I also love this sort of like very, very subtle merger from lighter in the center as you're getting to darker. The exterior sfumato, as I recall, is a painting technique, right?
Yes,
And it's
absolutely.
about this use of modulation of shade to create dimension, and I think that's very apt here. And
as
41 mm, really nice size. You've got an automatic in-house movement here.
But effectively, as you move the watch around and with a bit of reflection.
Oh, that
from the
one's really
sunlight,
cool.
But depending on the angle,
Yes.
this one is brown.
Yeah, I mean, that's really lovely, and it's got this great kind of amber to tobacco color modulations, but this one's an absolute killer because it's like you get like hints of gold moving into blue as well, right? So this is 33,700 Singapore dollars inclusive of VAT, which considering the price of gold right now, it's actually a very reasonable price. It's got a great visual richness on the wrist. Oh, the green is nice
the
too.
Corvex case makes it very comfortable on the wrist. And look at
let's
this
see this one.
incredible green.
That's dope, dude.
Thank you.
Now we've got a rose gold and green version of that watch as well. And I have to say, it's really nice to see this color combination. There's so much it feels very vintage to me somehow. Like I feel this is like the colorway of a watch that would come from the 1970s, you know?
Absolutely, and very classic.
Yeah, I'm also
very
wearing
lovely.
my yellow and green glasses as well, so you can see a little of how it just matches. It creates like a wonderful sense of exuberance depending on the
This
colors
one
of your
matches
outfits.
your tattoo as well.
Yeah, matches my tattoos as well, but very cool. Like I really like this colorway.
And why let me share this wonderful blue as well?
I have to say, these watches are great, you know, and you take advantage of this like century curve or this really attenuated radius to create really great plays of color and on these dials. Really nice. It's also rose gold. This one's clearly rose gold, right? I'm just gonna say no, that's like platinum. But yeah, man, these are great.
As you know, we've always been very creative for ladies' watches as well. And one of our famous models has been the double mystery.
I love that watch.
The double mystery, so instead of having the hands moving around, we have 2 discs. And today we're very happy to be showing you this triple mystery.
Triple mystery because in the center you've got rotating this beautiful motif.
Absolutely, the 60-second disc in the middle, which is also decorated with some stones, some colored stones for the index. And here the technicality was the fact that it needs to be very, very light.
I've always liked these watches also because they have this beautiful, like old school Franck Muller officer case design, you know, with these screwed
Absolutely.
bars that like pass through the
And a beautiful
lugs.
open back as well, with
great.
incredible work of decoration
Yeah,
inside the
nice. Get
movement.
some engraving going on here.
And this is also a watch that will absolutely dress up a lady when she dresses up and when she goes out.
Well, you know, hang on, Nick, because I kind of feel like I could wear this too. You know, like.
You're a rock and roll guy,
Yeah,
and you can wear absolutely everything.
Thank you,
my
thank
friend.
you. And I like, to be fair, I like the size also. You know, I think it's very cool. It's nice because you know you don't have this kind of like constant like omnipresent like civil time thing, like where it's you know you're telling you must be on time, you have to do this, you have to do this. It's just like a really lovely way of demonstrating that the time is passing, and you can choose to interpret the time when you want or read it because it's really clear, or you could choose to just let it like, kind of exist and you can just enjoy yourself as well. Right?
Totally, totally. And of course available in several different colors, the blue. And the fact that we have the rotating disc inside makes it much more interesting.
Talk to me about the pattern inside of this 60-second disc.
Well, it's been inspired by a spiral graph.
I thought I recognized that pattern. Really cool. I like that.
We've all played with them when we were kids,
Yes,
and
yes.
doing amazing patterns and drawings.
Yes, and it brings a wonderful sense of like childlike exuberance to this rotating element.
Correct.
And
Available in red, of course, as well.
nice. I like how when you make things, you make them in all the colors.
Listen, we always need to please someone, so
You're right.
Not everyone can like the same thing.
And this one even has a diamond in the center as well,
Which
Very
is
sharp.
technically incredible because that has its weight, and mechanically, technically, we need to make it spin.
So Nick, am I correct that this disc that is crafted out of aluminum with this wonderful spirograph shape is 0.052 grams?
That is spot on.
Wow, that's you're really playing with like a really
Well, this was the challenge for our designers and technicians.
amazing. And then on top of that, if I'm not mistaken, it's 0.003 grams for the diamond and 0.002 grams for the ruby that we see here as well. So it's really, I mean, there's a lot of finesse that's going on to create just that one element.
Totally, and we always like a challenge, and this certainly was one, and we're very happy with the result.
Well, bravo, sir.
Thank you. And the white diamond, of course,
Very nice.
pink gold.
Okay, and then what is that really cool looking Vanguard watch that you're holding there?
Well, this is the Curvex cut diamonds. As you might
Oh, that's
remember,
cool.
Franck Muller has the patent for cutting stones in a unique way, which is the Curvex cut,
Right.
just like our original Curvex. This is validated by the GIA. It's been patented for many, many years. And actually every single stone you see on this beautiful skeleton watch is the Curvex cut stones. The petals as well as the center of the flower. And the stem of the flower is actually used inside the movement.
And in the center of each of these flowers, it looks like there's also a brilliant cut diamond.
Correct.
Wow.
So this is a very feminine watch, and it's a wonderful complication with amazing colors once again.
Yeah, but you guys always merge the worlds of gem setting and complicated watchmaking in such a uniquely appealing way, right? I mean, would you say those are two of the very strong competences of Franck Muller?
Absolutely, it's always been, and we have a very strong following both in ladies and men.
What do you have there in your hands?
And finally, we have this wonderful white diamond flower cut Curvex stones as well.
These are Curvex cut flowers with a brilliant cut diamond in the center. And look at that skeletonization, really intricate. Oof, that's nice, man. Actually, I would wear this. Well, Nick, I have to say thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute delight discovering everything that you've launched here in Watchland. And thank you also for lending me this watch. I don't want to give it back to you. I have to say that's how much I love it.
Well, we look forward to seeing you back in Singapore very soon. Thank you very much, Wei.
Thank you, Nick. Thanks, guys.